Good evening with the Mharia in Scotland. So this evening I will be doing a roasted carrot hummus, and I have my lovely daughter holding the camera to try and get a better angle. So why you would want to incorporate roasted carrots into your hummus? Well, carrots are full of beta-carotene and your body turns that into vitamin A. And this type of vitamin A from the plant kingdom, we need this for our body to really just function. We need lots of minerals and vitamins, but the vitamin A helps us with our eyes. It helps support the lung health, the skin health. It is really good for helping the body with that 28-day skin renewal turnaround, so helping the body get rid of the old skin cells and helping with the renewal of the new skin cells. And there will be some other benefits in there. And the chickpeas are just a wonderful addition because they are full of fibre and they're full of minerals and vitamins as well. And I think there's a vitamin K, which is important for the blood clotting. There's zinc, they're quite high in iron, potassium, some B vitamin as well for the energy, and there's good fat in here. And with the carrots, they are fat soluble, so they need a little bit of good fat to be absorbed properly with the body, in the body. So you will get that with the olive oil and the tahini, which we'll be using, but also roasting the carrots in the olive oil. So I've got a tin of chickpeas and I used 7 medium-sized carrots. You can use up to 8, but I had some sort of larger ones. So there's 3 cloves of garlic in this, and I roasted this with some seasoning, some salt and pepper, and about half a teaspoon of cumin. And that got roasted in the oven. It was 180 for 25 minutes that took. And I will be adding a little half teaspoon of smoked paprika and another teaspoon of ground cumin and some more Himalayan salt and some pepper. And I will be doing some lemon, so a good half, which works out about 3 tablespoons. And I'll be using extra virgin olive oil, about 3 tablespoons of this, and the tahini, 3 tablespoons, and some really cold water. I'll be using a couple of tablespoons of that. So Abigail, if you can just position a little bit closer, thank you, and I'll show what's happening. So within this, I'll get a wee mixing bowl, and I will start off by working with the olive oil. So the olive oil, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, and let's give this a wee stir. This was a clean fork. And I'll get 3 tablespoons of tahini paste. And the chickpeas are really good as well for the female, for our hormones. So they're good at helping balance the estrogen out. So they are a great combination to have in your diet, the hummus. They are good for digestion. They're a blood stabilizer. So even though they are high in carbs, they are balanced out with the fibre and the protein. But with people who have diabetes, they always have to be careful with their portion control. But with when we're getting insulin sensitive through pregnancy or perimenopause, you don't need to worry so much about the portion control for that same reason, but they are higher in fats, but they are good fats. anyway. They're just a really nourishing food for the soul, I would say. So let me get a new fork, and I will squeeze this lemon. Can you turn the camera around a little bit? So I find with a lemon, if you just even put a spoon at the end of the fork in and squeeze it, that really just helps the juice come out easier. And I will get a little quarter of salt. It's to your taste, so you don't have to add any of these ingredients. But the salt and the lemon just really go well together, and the salt brings out the flavour. Some smoked paprika is just really lovely, and some ground cumin. So as always, you can make it your own. So that's that in there. So I will get, where's my water? Here it is, and I was looking for my spoon. I'll just eyeball it again. So it's a couple of tablespoons. So the really cold water just helps with the consistency. And I may need to add more water, I may not. So if we pour this in here. My hands are clean, so I'll just try and scoop this in there. And this is just a wonderful snack to have with those crackers that I made, or you can have it on toast, the side of salad. You can have it with anything, and it will keep you full for a long time. It's just very nourishing. So these recipes are meant to be very nourishing.
I like it with salad.
Yeah, salad is really tasty. It's food for the soul. Because when your body's happy and healthy and strong, then we're able to be and to experience life in a way that is meaningful. But if we're in suffering, then all that happens is that we're stuck in that process and cannot experience life the way that one would like to or is able to. So that is blending, so I'll just give this a little stir. It's just taking its time because I'm using the smaller side, the smaller bowl, so it's a smaller blade. Add just a tiny little bit more water. It is nice and thick, and I do like it thick. Still needs a little bit, but the good thing about the carrots have vitamin C in it, not a huge amount, but they have vitamin C in it. And with the chickpeas, with the iron, you need vitamin C for your body to absorb the iron. So it's amazing how all these natural things have your potassium, magnesium, because they need everything, which is just wonderful. Like everything's in that vegetable or that linguine. Linguum, I think that's how you pronounce it. So let's just have a look. So bring this over here. So you can see, try and bring it here. There's still a bit lumpy carrot, so I'll give it another blend, but it's looking really lovely. Look at that colour. Yeah, the consistency's nice. So just a little bit more blended up. And if I had a faster button, I'd be patience. Take a moment to breathe. I do have patience. I think that's it. So I do need a volunteer to taste.
Me.
Okay, so volunteer. How does it taste? Does it need anything?
I think it's fine.
Is it fine? I'll have a little taste myself. I'll get a new spoon. I can taste the sweetness with the carrot. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything to that. That is just perfect. Yeah, so that's quite a good amount. You can freeze it. The thing with hummus, it doesn't overly last that long. So if you put it in a container with a tight lid and keep it in the fridge, you will get 3 or 4 days. If you're not going to use this, you can half everything, remember, or you can freeze. You can freeze some, but this will get used within the 3 to 4 days. So that's what we'll be having a lot of. So I just wanted to show you another wholesome, nourishing food that's quite quick to make. The longest was the roasted carrots. That took the longest, but basically that's, you've saw me there, blend it all together, and that has been 13 minutes or so. So 30 minutes in oven temperature 180. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you get round to making some lovely hummus. As always, take care, and I will see you again.